Aquarius babies. I'm here to do your 2019 reflection reading. This also includes like a mini what's gonna come towards you in 2020. So let's get the disclaimers out the way. You have a head, you have a heart, so you know what's best for you. You were given both to make decisions. So with that being said, this is a general reading. So if something doesn't apply to you, leave it there. If it resonates, take it with you. And yeah, if you like my channel, join the family and subscribe. And if you'd like to interact with me more, you can follow me on @AscendanceHeals on Twitter and Instagram, where I put out a lot of free content. But comment and let me know how this applies to you. Let's hop right in. I'm going to start with some energy oracle cards, just seeing what energies were present in your 2019 and what's coming in 2020. So the general energies for 2019 and 2020. Let me just pray really quickly. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors for coming here today to give me a clear reading for the sign of Aquarius. I would like to see the general energies from 2019 and 2020, and that this message is accurate and helpful for everyone who needs a message. Okay, 2019, we have the thinking woman. Maybe 2019 was about, I feel like I'm talking low. Let me speak up. The thinking woman is about, you know, having an interaction, or, you know, even being yourself, like the thinking woman, and just really thinking through some things. Understanding like philosophies, understanding like the meaning of life and what's really worth and what's really not for you. If you're a male, you could have been interacting with a woman who is spreading these ideals to you, or if you're a woman, this could be you, or another woman was in your life giving you this message or these ideas. Let's see what this is. We have 6th chakra archangel Metatron. This is your third eye. Ooh, Aquarius, we talking about getting a little, you get into these intuitive messages. Gonna join me in this light workers path. What does this mean for you? This also just means paying more attention, getting grounded, paying attention to what your intuition has to tell you. You might be guided to trust in yourself and what your soul has to say a lot more than you have in previous years. When I look at these, it's kind of like you've explored the matters of the head with the thinking woman, but with 6th chakra, it's time for you to trust your 6th sense. Oh, I am jumping ahead. Sorry, I grabbed the wrong deck. So let's get into your actual reading for Aquarius. I love Aquariuses. My brother is Aquarius. Some of my closest friends are. Shout out to them. Love y'all. Y'all make me laugh. And you're so generous. This is such a generous sign, Aquarius is. Yes. My Aquarians. Okay. So let's see what 2019 taught you. Justice in reverse. Maybe some karmic retribution, understanding that your actions have reactions, but also just looking at the decisions you've been making and if they are fair to you, or have you been putting others above your own needs. We've been taught that to take care of self is to be selfish, but really it is just taking care of you and making sure that you are the best version of you, so you can share that around. But what else has 2019 taught you, Aquarius? I'm not taking all that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, honey. Oh. Whew. Okay. Let's see what this was. This was the Page of Cups. Make sure I didn't miss a card. Cards is jumping out, Aquarius. We have the Nine of Wands in reverse. This came out in Libras as well at some point. The Ten of Pentacles. And are there any other lessons learned in 2019 for my Aquariuses? My Aquarians. Two cards. Bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Pentacles. Learning to let go of the things that you hold valuable, because you cannot just keep holding them. You can't just keep holding and restricting them. But let's get into this. So like I said with Justice, this is really talking about looking back at your past actions and trying to understand where you could have been unfair to you or anyone else in your life, and making better decisions in the future. Using that to help you. You may have had a little karmic retribution. Like I said, this is, you know, understanding that your actions do have consequences, but you always have a choice in the matter. So it's just about learning your lesson and doing better the next time. We have the Page of Cups. So there may have been dealings with a past lover. At the same time, I feel like this was you also being ready to offer your cup of love to someone else. I just realized I'm not showing you the card. So here's Justice in reverse. And here is the Page of Cups. And honestly, as I put them both down, I'm looking at, you know, maybe this unjust behavior is coming from this past relationship, or this relationship that has had a lot of history with the Page of Cups. With this Nine of Wands in reverse, it kind of feels like you are tired of going back and forth with this. 2019 was just like, is this even worth it? Which brings me to my next card of the Ten of Pentacles. It's like determining whether or not this was worth it. So you've reached the end of this journey, or the end of this situation. You're like, was all of the effort that I put in even necessary? Was it all worth it? And I think that could be the lesson that you're learning with the Justice card. It's like, you can't put a relationship or anyone else above yourself. Especially if this person isn't making you happy, especially if they're consistently wounding you. It's not worth it. No matter how long this fish has been in the cup, like however long the relationship has been there, how long it's lasted, it's like, if it's not bringing you joy, then it's never going to be worth it in the end. Well, I shouldn't say never, but you know, that's up for you to decide. But it's like, if you've consistently been hurt and you've been putting your feelings aside, trying to, you know, be amenable or patient with this person, and in the end you're just left with a lot of scars, and you're not even to where you fully want to be, the Ten of Wands, where you can let go of the burdens and like move forward, then, you know, you really have to sit there and ask yourself, is this worth it? And it honestly had you feeling unbalanced in 2019. With this Two of Pentacles, it's like you were literally choosing between this relationship or this thing versus yourself, and what was going to be worth it to you. And with the Strength card, to me, it just seems like you, in the bottom of the deck with the Four of Pentacles, you're learning to let that go. You're learning that you don't have to persevere and like determine that this is it and like, I'm going to have to make this work. You can accept your vulnerabilities and say, like, I need more than this. Strength is not just like pushing things along and consistent, just like forcing things to come together, especially when it's not working. But let us see what is going on currently. Where do you stand presently? Whew. Cards just jumped out. We have the Three of Cups, the Page of Wands, Where do my Aquarians stand right now? Oh, I just caught 1010 on the thing. We have the 9 of Wands again. So I guess still in that energy of being wounded and kind of tired of what this has been and what this had, like the pain that it's caused. We have the 6 of Wands. Are there any other present energies for the Aquarians? No, bottom of the deck we have the Knight of Swords. I feel like this decisive energy, I feel like you've decided something with this, because with the 3 of Cups, I feel like there's celebration. Maybe there is a third party relationship coming in, but honestly, I feel the energy that I'm getting with this is more one of celebration. And I think it has to do with you deciding that it's not worth it with this 9 of Wands. Because right next to it, we have the 6 of Wands where you're like resting on your laurels. It's like you've come out of this. And even with the, well, we have the Knight of Swords, and underneath that, we have the Knight of Cups in reverse. It's like you're not feeding into this relationship anymore. You're no longer offering your cup. With the Knight of Swords, just like you're putting your defenses up. You're like, I can't keep doing this with you. I can't keep doing this with you. I can't. I have to make decisions that are going to benefit me and start a new path with this Page of Wands. It feels like, yeah, you are deciding to take your make your decision and take your destiny into your hands and say, like, I'm not going to continuously pour my energy into you if it's not going to be worth it, if you're not going to give me the things that I need in whatever this is. And this doesn't even have to be out of love. This could have been anything that, you know, you've just been giving and giving and giving to, and it's not giving you the energy you need back. So what is coming towards you in 2020? We have the Queen of Swords, boundaries, the boundaries. And also that's your card. You're an air sign with the Queen of Swords, but like deciding what you will and will not tolerate, and like also getting a plan together and getting organized for yourself. But absolutely boundaries, just setting like this. What you've learned in 2019 is that you can't continue to give people your energy if they don't deserve it. Excuse me. Oy. Gotta put on some lip gloss, y'all. I'm sorry. I've been talking and eating and gotta be my best for the channel. So the Queen of Swords, you're definitely setting boundaries, and like I said, just realizing that, you know, you can't keep giving your energy to people, places, and things that don't respect your energy, or don't respect you or your feelings. Let's see what else is coming towards you in 2020, my Aquarians. It's almost like they don't want to tell me too much. I guess the thing is, you're supposed to be trusting your intuition. So bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Swords, building a plan, and a good one. Not just something like, I'm going to get to Mexico, but you don't have a hotel, you don't have any modes of transportation, you didn't think nothing through. This is really setting things into action. We have the World card in reverse, the Hermit card, and the Ace of Wands in reverse. So one thing I'm going to say with this Ace of Swords on the bottom of the deck and the Ace of Wands being in reverse, I feel like, especially because things are still loading for 2020, but you are not going to really start acting on things, even with this World card in reverse, until you get a concrete plan together and set up, you know, your protections with this Queen of Swords and get everything in order. You are not going anywhere. Underneath the Ace of Swords is the Queen of Pentacles anyway. You're getting balanced. And I think that this may require you to take time for yourself. With the Hermit card, really get to know yourself. With your sixth chakra, with getting to know your third eye, it's all about taking the time to get to know yourself and truly understanding what it is that you like and dislike and what you want and what drives you, what motivates you, what can you do to feed these motivations, feed this drive, feed your fulfillment, what waters you. So until you take the time to really get in there, maybe explore your shadow side, unpack some things, release some things, make space, you're not going to be able to move into your next chapter. Because what they want for you is to really get clear, especially with this Ace of Swords. Whenever I see the Ace of Swords, especially with like a pause on action, I feel like it's just like you need to really set out a plan and see where you're about to get. See where you're about to go and what actions you want to take to get to where you want to be. And when I say that, I don't mean like just hold stiff to that plan, because you never know what's going to change or what other opportunities are going to be given to you, so that, you know, it might redirect you to get to the same place. But what they want is for you to actually have goals to get this started. You can't just, you know, manifest things and expect them to just happen without putting in any work. You have to do the work. And so this is just starting the work, you know. Just get a plan together that you can go after. Okay, I like this for you. Every time I see boundaries, I love it. And I think that the world and the world and the Ace of Wands will turn around as soon as you get a plan together. It's about doing that work and thinking things through. I'm gonna pull you. Oh, by the way, I was using the Tattoo Tarot deck for your reading, and now I'm using Kaleidodope's Absolute Affirmations to finish up your reading. We have, boom, my personal growth is unlimited. There is no limit to your personal improvement. Take time to understand any areas in your life that require further growth. Harness the power to develop your strengths. There is nothing standing in between turning your good into great. So yes, just embrace this moment to grow. Embrace you know, learning what to do, what not to do. You're gonna make mistakes, but that doesn't, you have to start somewhere, you know. And then the bottom of the deck was, I make a positive impact. You have the power to positively change someone's day, week, or life with a small gesture. Be mindful in your interaction with others and always spread love and light. Be a beacon of happiness that illuminates the path of those around you, near and far. And honestly, when you share love and light, it's returned back to you. Karma. It just is what it is. So I hope you enjoyed your reading, my beautiful Aquarians, handsome Aquarians, all that Aquarians. It's gonna be great. 2020 is here and we're doing the work, we're doing the things. I hope you enjoyed this, and yeah, like, share, and subscribe, and follow me on Twitter or Instagram at AscendantHeals. Have a wonderful night, day, whatever time it is that you are watching this.